how can every generation invest deeply into the things of God in your church so that you are a multi-generational church that ultimately impacts generations for the kingdom? Recently, I've just been seeing a trend, working with church after church, where a generation would literally have built what the church looks like today. They're probably the same people that are highly invested throughout the church. And we look at that investment and we go, man, that was so amazing. But when the next generation doesn't have to invest anything, they won't. And that's the challenge. The Bible says where your treasure is, so your heart will be also. It doesn't say where your heart is, that's where your treasure will be. What you spend your time, money, and energy on, that's where your heart will be. And a lot of times we're working with that church where the older generation built it and the younger generation, they're not highly invested. Well, young people just don't volunteer, and I just want to challenge you, it's not true. Yes, they do. Let me take you to the church across town that we visited, where 80% of the people that are volunteering are under 40. The difference is they're owning the development of their church. How do we help multiple generations own it? Because if multiple generations own it, then the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords is glorified in every generation. And we will pour down a legacy of faith that will not just transform our church, but it'll transform our families and our communities. So if you're a church leader and you're finding yourself there, this is a great opportunity to step back and make sure that we are providing areas for every generation to invest. Maybe it's time for the older generation to recognize that they have to link arms with the younger generation. They actually might have to serve in different ways in the future. But how can every generation invest deeply into the things of God in your church? Thank you for what you do for the King and the kingdom.